Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of FSi DFS Fantasy Baseball Picks. I'm your host, Mike31. Got to do a quick video today because got two NASCAR ones, got to work, a lot going on here, and my computer's been giving me issues too, so hopefully you can hear this and everything goes well. So we're supposed to have a 5-game slate on DK. It's 4 games on FanDuel, but the 5th game on DK is the Boston Mets. They are currently in the 4th inning in a suspended game, so I don't know when they're going to make it up, and DK might take this game off the slate, so I'd be very careful before you play them. So in the 4 games, we have, I'll just do a quick run through for you here. Let's find the right screen. So, first game is Dodgers and Rangers. We have Bobby Miller and Dane Dunning. And Bobby Miller had struggled for like 3-4 starts after having a brilliant start and then bounced back and had a really good game last time out. Dane Dunning's been okay, but up against the Dodgers, I don't know. It's like playing with fire if you're a scarecrow. So, bat wise, Texas favorite GPP stack in case Miller struggles again, and the Dodgers should be my 3rd favorite stack here. The Mets and Red Sox, if they play at Scherzer and Paxton, either pitcher I think is definitely playable here. You might get watered down lineup depending on how long or what happens with the other game, and they might have to stay in longer if they have to use a lot of bullpen pieces because you have somebody that's got to come in. The starter's not going to come back in probably and pitch in the 4th. So you've got probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, anywhere from 4 to 5 innings of bullpen if the game doesn't tie and go longer. So I think both these starting pitchers, if this game stays on slate, are in excellent spots, and the bats would just be contrarian plays. Arizona and Cincinnati Reds, Tyler Gilbert and Brandon Williamson. I think it's Tyler Gilbert, doesn't have it confirmed, but neither pitcher is good here, and I don't think the Arizona is going to throw out anybody that's worthwhile playing, so they're both fades. Bat-wise, top play on the slate, same thing. That's almost as last night on Friday. Wash, rinse, repeat. Load up on the Diamondbacks and Cincinnati. And because they're facing a lefty, there's some really cheap righties in here like Longoria. I just love it on FanDuel. I hate it on DK because I really want to play Rivera and Longoria in the same lineup. They're very cheap. Both of them have done really well against lefties, and it takes Primero or Perdero, the shortstop, out of the equation. Probably they're going to play Edmond, which I really don't love, but there's enough value on both sides to make it work and get some decent pitching in here. So definitely priority there. And then second to last game is Toronto at Seattle, Gossman and Gilbert. With the way Seattle's been struggling recently, they lost Clinic out of their lineup because he was dumb and kicked a cooler after striking out and broke his foot, so he'll be out for a while. So that's another big bat. They've called up some players, but they just really, Ford has been decent, but other than that, they got a lot of righties here. Gossman's been really good against righties. I know he's probably been better at home than on the road, but I think he'll be fine here. So Gossman, I like top pitcher on slate. Gilbert on the other side, I think has been decent against righties too, and that's pretty much all that Toronto has. So I think that he's definitely in play also. If you can figure out how to play both of them, but there's really no value teams on the slate or value. You just have to figure out where your value bats are. Definitely it'll give you some upside if they both work out and it's a low scoring slate. Haven't seen many totals yet here. I guess there are a couple totals here. So 9-5 for Dodgers, Rangers, 9-5 for Mets and Red Sox, which kind of surprises me. Because they don't have the Arizona starter, there's no total on that one yet. And there's only 7 total in this team, which makes it seem like, it's going to be a low scoring game. And then our final game on the slate, we have Baltimore and Tampa Bay. And sorry, for bat-wise, they're both GPP contrarian stacks, leverage stacks for Toronto and Seattle, because both pitchers should be pretty highly owned, and some people might take both of them. And then you have Grayson Rodriguez making a second start since we called back up. He's got a ton of potential, but this is not the team to see if he's ready to show it yet, I don't think, against Tampa Bay. very patient, good hitting team. They've cooled off significantly since the beginning of the season, but they still have the potential to do really well. And then McClanahan on the other side, I know he's been battling some injuries. He's been up and down too. And this Baltimore lineup is a scary lineup, like some of the other lineups out there that can just put things together quickly and really hurt you. And they'll probably match them up with like a ton of righties. So we'll see how that works out. So, how am I building here? Got to take some chances. Small 4-game slate. If you're looking for information on the main slate, check back in the evening. I'll break that down. I'm not worried about the earlier slates. There's a little rain on that, so it's probably going to be maybe a 2-game or so. Not super interested in the early slate, but for the traditional evening slate, if you're looking for information on that, come back to the video and I'll probably throw up some notes a little bit later. So here's what I did for here. I took Gossman, and again, I'm just going to stack Cincinnati and the Diamondbacks. So take Encarnacion Strand here. He's first base eligible, which is nice. If you can get up to Walker, that's fine. Marte here, if he's too expensive, then I'm fine. If you want to throw in India there, if for some reason Marte's not in, that works also. Rivera, I really like here. He's been hitting really well recently when he's gotten opportunities. And again, if he's not in, Lagoria fits there too. He can't play both, unfortunately, here on this site. Shortstop, I might point and just play somebody else. I really don't want him around. I really don't think I want to play up for De La Cruz. McLean had a grand slam. He's been doing really well. So I think, if I do pick a shortstop, I think go with him. De La Cruz, I can't play 6.3. He's really done nothing recently. He's really cooled off. I think they've figured him out. Now, this might be the game where he has 3 home runs. Anything can happen in baseball. So your choice who you go with there. Gurriel, Senzel, and then whoever you want to finish up your outfield. In FanDuel, Gossman, Rivera, McLean, play him second base, Longoria. I can get both Rivera and Longoria, and very happy about that. Shortstop, same thing. I don't think I'm playing De La Cruz, but he's a lot cheaper here and easier to fit in. Gurriel and Encarnacion Strand there, and then figure out what outfielders you want to balance your lineup. I'm going to take a shot on Gilbert. Also, for cash, my SP2, I mean, Gilbert's probably the best one that you want to try to get up to, but I probably will end up on like Miller and hope that he can keep Texas at bay. But it all depends on the lineup. If I find enough value, I want to go up to Gilbert. If not, I'm probably going Miller. Gilbert's definitely my GPP SP1 for this one. And again, if Scherzer or Paxton are in play, then slam dunk a DK. Definitely, throw one of those two in there. Definitely. But it all depends on what happens with that game, if it stays on the slate. So same thing here. Gilbert, I think, is the one I'm looking for. Scherzer or Paxton works, but I might just jot down to Grayson Rodriguez and hope that he puts together a good game. Maybe at least get some strikeouts here. But I'm going to target and hope Miller. It was just a blip in the right direction his last game, but then he starts to show regression again. So give me Texas here. So Lowe had a home run Friday night. Semien, Westberg's really cheap for Baltimore, so I'll throw him in there third base. Duran, I think, might move up in the order because Seager is day to day. He don't know what the injury was, but if he's not in, then I think Duran can definitely move up in the lineup. And then Hayes is the other one that I like from Baltimore. So I'm going to stack Texas and Baltimore. There's enough cheap bats to use there. I might have the punt catcher. Might end up throwing like Mahle or whoever ends up catching for the Diamondbacks or Cincinnati, because that's just a good hitting situation, and that's what I got for that. So for FanDuel, Gilbert, Lau, Westberg, Duran, Hayes, Santander, same thing. Texas, and Baltimore, however they work out, those are the guys that I'm prioritizing to try to get in if they're in the lineup. So that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. We'll take Sunday off, and I'll be back Monday to cover that slate. Kinley will be on vacation for a couple days, and then so I should have through like Wednesday or Thursday so to cover for him. And I will be remote on location, so the video might not look the same, but you'll still hear me talking, and you might not see me if I have to do my iPad, but we'll still have the sheet up and everything, and you'll be able to build your lines and hopefully do well in your contest. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, put them in the chat below. Check back later this afternoon. Probably if the slate starts around 7 o'clock, I'll throw out some notes around 6:30. If I forget, please somebody put a comment there, and hopefully the notification will pop up on my phone, and I'll just jump in and throw in the stuff for you. Sometimes I even link you to our sheet, so you'll just be able to see that as usual. So thanks again for watching. If we're helping you, help us back. You already help by watching the video, but please like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and share with friends. And if you want more information on FSi DFS, it's in the description of the video. You can go and see where our website is to sign up for our packages. We're very cheap, very affordable, and very efficient for you. So again, I hope you have a great weekend. Check out my NASCAR videos. I have the truck one done. I'm hope to get the Xfinity one done before I have to go to work in a few hours. And again, thank you for watching. Have a good weekend. Stay cool wherever you are. And good luck in your contest. Hope you win lots of money. I'll see you next time.